So, hello and welcome back, guys, to another trade recap. So, today we're going to be doing the trade recap that I've taken on 6th April 2026. And yeah, quickly we'll be running through the trade and what went wrong. Technically, this was a lost trade, but overall, my bias and everything was perfect. And as you can see, so 6th April was technically Europe, all the banks was closed because it was, I think, so Easter, I guess. I don't know. I forgot actually. And President Trump speak and also ISM service PMI. I had taken one trade that day. You see here 6th April at 100 that day. And overall, yeah, let's just jump right into the trade recap. So, going on to the day, the first thing, first trade flag was we had already made a V-shaped recovery after 9:30 am open. So, 9:30 am open here, we did a V-shaped recovery within like what 6 minutes. Then again, we went and took out the high. Okay, here it took out the high again. So, seeing this, I should have waited for the second macro. Okay, because whenever like something like this happens, either the market just consolidates or it hits my stop loss and the market just carries on from there. Right. So going on to the day, I thought like technically I was going with the bias that I wanted to short the market from there. We did have an internal SMT and there was multiple caps running here. If you can see here, 15-minute here. There was all of this was towards bearish gap. So I thought that maybe we could reject this and we could continue to the downside and eventually take out the sell side liquidity and 4 hour this unmitigated gap and as well as new week opening gap. So okay, that was my overall thought process going into the day. So then after when this happened, then we nine this is what 9:48, 47. So after this, as you can see, the market started took out the London low, London high. Sorry, this is the buy side liquidity in buy side liquidity. London, this blue line means London high. Then after this, we got a nice change of delivery with a here. So at this point, technically, we didn't get a change the of delivery, but 30 second we did close nicely. So 30 second after already we had closed so below. That's why I decided to risk taking this trade. Let's go into the session recording. So this is session recording. The market opened up here. I put my bias here as well. This is 6th April, market outlook pretty loose. Bias going with the today, red folder using 9 am. So we'll make most likely get into the second macro. See, first macro there was a news as well. We can see here. So this was 7:30. So 7:30 is technically 10 a.m. in New York. Okay. New York macro will, if we break the 50-minute gap, we can look to target London lows and also the 4-hour FBG. So if we see my initial thought process was something like this, we come here, take advice liquidity and eventually carry to the downside. Okay, and exactly same happened. We ran up, we took out buy side liquidity, then we got a change the stop delivered. Okay, this technically same thing happened, which I had mentioned in the market outlook, and same thing had happened, but only it stopped me out. Then again, it got a change the stop delivery, and market started continuing to the downside. Okay, as I taken the trade here, this is what 9 for 55. So in 5 minutes we have news. Okay, I had taken this trade only in the what do you say in my futures account. You see here, waiting here, the market goes up, waiting. Now here we take out the London high. Then we got a change state of delivery. We didn't got to change the state of delivery, but we got 30-second short. I should have waited for the 1 minute change state of delivery here, as you can see. We didn't technically get that. What I had like anticipated that we are going to get this was technically a little bit discretionary. We see 1 minute change the state is here. So I should have waited for this close. So like yeah. I think that was the only mistake made in this trade. Oh, because already we have done something. We had come here 9:30 am open. It does something recovers. Then again comes here. Then again does this. So already when we are doing something like this, we need to be sure about the direction we are going in. Okay, then I take my entry here. Stop loss goes in the eye, and we just fucking like whenever this happens, whenever I enter and then we get a nice spike up, like opposite direction. If I take a sell, the market goes up. If I take a buy, the market goes down. Like whenever this happens, most likely there are like 80 to 85% chance that we get stopped out. Okay, so yeah, then we directly go and fucking stop me out, and the market just keeps going to the downside. Like it was a little bit painful, but I closed my setup and just went on with my night because like I know that my overall statistics are in like 100 trades, then I can measure my profitability or my outcomes. Okay, because one trade, one or two trades doesn't have any effect on me. Okay. So and another thing that also happened was this 1 minute SMT, 1 minute fair value gap has been run through the S&P 500, which had already given me a little bit more information. Okay, we've seen the left right hand screen. Oh, so there is already I start getting all of these IFBGs. The market I was thinking that we can just flush very nicely there. Eventually take out London lows and eventually could mitigate the 4 hour FBG. Okay, but that didn't happen. We just stopped me out. Then this was the news scandal, 10 o'clock news. Then we just kept fucking dumping. So I think so. The solid move which I would have should have done was waited for the news to happen. News would have happened. Then we'd have gotten a second leg of manipulation. Second leg of manipulation. Then we got a nice change the step delivery here. Take my entry here. Just me stop out. Take my entry there. Change the step delivery. Take my entry here. Stop loss of this high. Target this low. Then nicely we could have hit this target. Like this is more than a solid setup. I would have technically gone like my initial overall thought process was would have been done here as the mark would have touched the 15-minute gap and I would have trailed my SL and overall I would have gotten stopped out somewhere around here and really. Okay, so this would should have been the original trade, but technically I did enter a little bit early. So yeah, that was the overall trade recap. Nothing much more to explain. I am technically eligible for a payout. Let's see if they do give it. Previous payout was declined. I have to make another video. So yeah, that's it for this trade recap. Thank you so much guys for watching. Bye bye. Take care.